Hi, Julie Torrance here. Well, we're going to work on the 12 by 12s that we did one video back, and we sort of mixed media with acrylic paint on 12 by 12s, and the backs are something you wouldn't necessarily journal on, but you could. But I'm making gift tags, and so the idea is just to take a big old Sharpie marker and write to and from on the back. So let's get started with these. I'm going to start with this first one. And the next layer on this is going to be stamping. So that's why I've got my Ranger Archival ink. And this is not a tutorial on stamping. I am just making marks. So I've got some paper to stamp off the edge. And I've got just a swirly pattern. And I'm not even going to use the whole thing necessarily. I'm just going to do like this. And do like this. Perfect. And I'm just making marks. So how are you? I hope you are doing well. Now with acrylic paint on the underneath this stamping, even archival needs a moment to dry. Not like overnight, not like acrylic paint, but longer than maybe other inks might be, or doing it on a different sort of a surface. I just want to get some marks. My girlfriend, Robin, is coming over tomorrow morning, and we'll be doing things like this. But I should be cleaning the bathroom, wiping down my counters. No, I'm doing this with you. Joey DeFee, she put in her it's called our community page, and it's just kind of like YouTube's version of Facebook, where people can post and you can put pictures of your makes and things like that. And she put on there that she was making junk journals instead of doing her laundry. Good. When the mood strikes, and for me, when my health allows, that's what I'm doing. I'm liking this. And I'll tell you, when we cut this into the parts that we're going to use to make our gift tags, it's not as much doodads on top as you might think. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't necessarily show up as busy as what we've got here. Okay, I think that one's pretty good. Yep, for another one. Since I have the green going, I'm picking the other green one out. And I have a different stamp. This one is music notes. Now, I got this many, many years ago. I think I got it either on AliExpress or Amazon. I honestly don't know. Probably AliExpress. But I just liked it. I'm just stamping the ink off. I think we're good. And this, talk about get on your hands. Oy. But that's all right. I'm washable. That's the joy of it. Let's just get some music notes on here. Good. And yes, I'm going different directions and all that. Yep. It's really, again, I say it over and over, it's mark making. It's not designed for people to read, although they're going to be more than welcome to. It's not that much. Not that much, I guess, is going to show, is what I mean. Let's see if I can get the whole thing this time. I know you can't see the pad, but that's okay. We're doing good. Good. Give it a turn. I kind of like that it is sort of spotty instead of like a well-placed stamp, because I want every place and any place to be fine to just cut it out. No up or down, no left or right, just get it on. I'm going to be cutting these out some into the squares like we did in the last video, because my machine that I use for die cutting, it can't fit a 12 by 12. And so what part I'm going to have to cut off, which will probably be maybe 4 inches, I'm going to use that to make more squares. So there'll be some circles, some squares. And I didn't even finish all the 6 by 6s yet. Look at that. I love the way this is coming out. I hope you do. Now, I'm showing you as much as I'm showing you, but I will be making more. I need a lot of these, like more than 30, between gifts and for my family to put on presents. And then because I help my son and daughter-in-law wrap the presents Christmas Eve for my grandkids. They have a lot of out-of-town family, and they often just send things to the house, like from Amazon or other mail order, and then we wrap it all for them, which it's enjoyable. It's kind of becoming a Christmas tradition, and I like it. But we use up a lot of gift tags. And then my daughter-in-law puts these on her gifts for teachers and things. Okay, there's another one. I think it's looking great. Put it aside. Now, I'm not worried about putting green on the gold, but I am about putting it on the red. I think it could look muddy. So let me just stamp this off a little bit. Good. And I've got sepia. See? So I'm going to use some of this, and I think it'll be fine. I'm going to go back, and I used this half of it pretty much, so I'll use this half. Now, you've seen me do this quite a few times, so I'll go ahead and speed this up. Okay, while those just take a moment to dry, and I'm just stamping this off and get this out of our way. I'll show you. So this is my plate. So this is the size. This is more than 12 inches. This is about between 8.5 and 9. I've got these little, die cuts that I'm going to put on. Probably will only use the last 3. And then I've got the circles. And again, probably only use the last 3. I'm going to get them on here, as tight as I can. And then, and I'm going to do all 3 sheets. And we are done with the cutting out on the die cut machine. So I'm just going to put this, I think it's easier to see than the green. But I haven't really looked at them. But look at what we've created. Look at these. Aren't they pretty? Now here's some with the music notes. Here's another one with the music notes. They came out nice. I'll show you a couple of the red and gold. Look. Nice. Pretty. Okay, so I was able to take the part that I cut off so that the papers, these 12 by 12s, would fit in my die cut machine. And I was able to cut more. So, that was great. All right, let's start decorating. Let's see what we can do with these. More gift tags. Now, these guys are so sweet. Okay, scissors. Gotta make it fit. And again, I am just cutting these. The sort of like a sticker with a bit of an edge. I'm not cutting out all the little details, but I couldn't do this ahead of time because until I see which picture, and these are from my free printables on Ko-fi. All right, yes, I like that. Let's get a little something behind. Now, I've got all these trims. I got sparkly and glittery. Should I try this? It's awfully white. Now this, and let's get this silver out. Let's see what we can muster up with this. I know this is too wide. Well, maybe not. Let's just see. Oh yeah, it's not too wide. Okay, I do want it to not be a straight line there. So it's going to overhang and then I'm going to have to trim it. Oh yeah, these are not fabric scissors. It's all right, we made it work. And I'm going to get some Fabri-Tac. How about another light? Dummy. Little light on the subject, huh? I had to close my patio door blinds. I just kind of turn them so that they don't shine lines across my desk while I'm working with you. And because my patio door faces due west and the sun right now is just burning right there. Okay, you can scooch it over a little. And I know that this is not, find what you're looking for. This is not going to be nailed down. Like, there's going to be parts up. That's okay. We are not worried about that. Okay. Now, one of these. I love it. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac again because there's so much fabric underneath. I hope you can see. And I think I'm going to take a little art glitter glue. Now I feel like Natasha on Treasure Books. But I'm going to get this just a little closer to the edge. Maybe it'll help. I don't think it'll hurt. I love how these colors in the background are playing with these 3 stuffed animals that are under the Christmas tree. I think it's great. Okay, good. Now, a little something right up in here. How about let's get the little labels. Now, this really isn't a label. It's, no, it's too little. Oh, a big old 25? Yeah. Good. And then maybe something smaller, a reindeer. Let's do that. I like them. I'm gonna use some Fabri-Tac on this one. And the reason why I'm not using glue stick is because of the acrylic paint that we're working on top of. Glue stick doesn't necessarily like to work on top of acrylic paint. Fabri-Tac and art glitter glue, no problem. But I've used multiple brands of glue stick, enough different ones that I've given up on thinking I can use glue stick on top of acrylic paint. Oh, that's sweet. Now I'm going to let this dry, but then I'm going to cut that, or maybe I'll leave it. I'll see what how I feel in a little while. All right, let that dry. Grab the next one, which is green. I like it. Now, can you remember we put punchinella with white? See, it doesn't matter that it's not perfect. It's just marks. Same with the stamping. It's just marks. Okay, how about some washi? Maybe I should pick a design first. I've got the next one in the kit here is another round. That kind of looks nice the way it is, doesn't it? But I'm going to get out the sepia. I want to edge it. So that's blue. Let's not use blue. Oh, and I'm dropping things. Yeah, well, that's normal. Now this has never been used, this sponge, so I'm gonna have to give it a little extra oomph. Maybe, should I do this too? Let's see what it does. Can't hurt, right? It's one of those little touches that can make all the difference. And now, I like that better. Yep. I'm going to off-center it a touch, and then we'll put a little something here. I'll show you what I mean. Now, like I said in my other video, this is when you can go ham with your glitter, with your paste, texture paste, all that kind of stuff. And I plan on doing that. So I've got this. Now this is silver glitter glue. Not sure. Let's just see if I can get it to come out. I can. All right. I'm just going to put some dots. Now the glitter, my experience with glitter glue, I've never used this. Well, there we go. Oh, it's all right. I've never used this brand before, but once it's dry, it's more glittery. Doesn't that look festive? Can you see? More festive. A little bit more up here. Okay. I'm going to put one more here. All right. And we're going to let that dry and see what it does. Okie doke. Now, okay, I'll set it there. I have to be careful with those. All right, let's see. Another red one? Sure. Now, these are all too big. I know that. Not going to use that this time. Another round one. I love it. It looks sweet. Oh, here's my Fabri-Tac lid. We want that shut. Okay. With the printable and with our beautiful backgrounds, we don't have a whole lot of decorating that needs to be done, do we? And I offset this one just like the other one. And let's see what else can I experiment with. I've got these liquid pearls and it's kind of silver. Oh, there's a little piece of washi tape. That is left over from me washi taping my little die cuts onto the mat. Not funny. Maybe I won't put as much. Maybe I should get it started over here, huh? Maybe it won't even start. Let's see. All right. Those things happen. I've got pins. We'll give it a go. And if this doesn't work, well, that went in easy. So I say I don't use these that often. I got the bulk of these. I'm going over here. It barely wants to come out. I am going to probably make Ranger crazy, and I'm cutting that tip off, hoping the hole is just a little bit bigger. I guess I should try over here. Oh boy. Well, I'll give it a go, but it's very hard for me to squeeze. Let's see. Maybe one right here at 3 o'clock. It's standing up really tall. See if I can wind it down a little bit. Remember, not making swatches. We're just having fun making some gift tags. And when these get ripped off and thrown in the fireplace, no one's going to notice if my liquid pearls was put on perfect. Promise. There's a little dot there that was like a mistake. I'll put a little dot there. Okay, now I've read that if you tap this, it helps the peaks go away. Yeah, that's not working. Let me get that pin. I mean, it looks like it could be a weapon. Okay, that's better. Yeah, good. All right. Let's let that dry, but I'll show you. Do you like it? good. Okay. There's another gift tag. Another one. Let's get, I'm digging down to one of the green ones that I don't think we've done yet. This kind. Little something there. I think it's a little bit of acrylic paint. Okay. What are we doing? This is a big one. How about those guys? Now, how about, I'm going to ink up the edges. For some reason on this one, I'm really noticing the white, and maybe I didn't cut it close enough, which is normal for me. Okay. Now, I'm not going to put that too far away. A little bit further than that. I'm going to glue this on, and then I'm going to cut those corners off. Should I do that? What do you think? Bad idea? No, I think it's a good idea. Let's try. Let's try. And I'm just not going to put the glue way in the corners. Did you hear my air conditioning just went off? It's October. I know. It is not that warm out. But again, with that heat of the sun, that's a powerful sun we've got there. How are we doing? I think it's good. Good. All right, now I'm gonna cut these edges off. Now, I know not everyone has a die cut machine. I just got mine, and I've been doing this years and years. But I got it on a Ganga sale, brand new, and it was less expensive than many of them that I saw that were incomplete and used. So I was happy with that. Now, I knew this was going to need this on these edges. There. Okay. Now, let's see. That doesn't do it for me. Does it do it for you? It doesn't do it for me. What about, this says, Merry Christmas. Maybe a bigger Merry Christmas? Well, I think that looks good. No bling on this one yet. But does it need it? I don't know. I like bling. Well, I'm thinking this silver one again. Maybe just, oh boy. This one's weird. It bubbles. Okay. Just in each of these corners, like little rivets. Will anyone mistake them for rivets? No. But that's okay. When they touch it, it will give them a little bit of texture. Okay. Now, I have no idea how many of these you want to watch, but I am enjoying myself immensely. I want to use some of this. Yes, I do. Where's the end? I know once I take this off, it's going to blah everywhere. Yeah, we knew that. I think, there we go. Yeah, everywhere. All right, I'm going to cut it right here. There's little dents in it because of the rubber band that was on it. It was like that when I got it. I'm going to cut another one. Okay. Okay. Oi, oi, oi. On the floor. Near the floor. All right. Okay. Now, I'm going to put the bump right there up top, and maybe the design will cover it. Do you think? All right, let's get some of this Fabri-Tac. And let's, ooh. It's a lot. It's probably enough for both. It's oozing out a little. I don't even want to touch it. Okay. I didn't know if I wanted the other one on top or below, but I think I'm going to go below. I had to tell you, I do like fresh Fabri-Tac because when it gets old, oh, it's not easy to use. Okay, now, hopefully this will dry enough that I can finish this one while you're watching. But I can just tell it kind of wants to move and stuff. So we're just going to let it go because I have so much room over here. All right, I'm grabbing another one. What are you? You feel like two. Okay, one with music notes. Let's see. Here's a candle. I'm going to cut it out a little bit. Not too much. Let me know in the comments, what are your holiday makes? And maybe it's none. And that's okay. None is an answer. But what are you doing? Maybe you're still working on your autumn. Could be. A lot of folks are. All right, I like that. I want to ink it up. I tell you, these are nice. I didn't mind when I could get the kind of sponges that I was using, but once I couldn't get those, I tried 2 different kinds and thought, no, I'm gonna break down and get what I need. All right, let's cut this right about there. And I think I'm gonna ink that up too. Well, I know I'm going to be cutting the edge off. Do you do holiday baking? I haven't for years. Tried, but I don't know what happened. 2 different times that I was set to do some holiday baking and it just never happened. But I used to do it more regularly. Okay. I know that the very edge I'm going to be cutting off on the left and the right side. Now, and all of these embellishments, they're free on my Ko-fi page, Kofi. I will link it right to the free one, and you can download and you can print these up if you want to craft along. I hope you do. And yes, I'm getting an early start. Today's October 15, 2025. And yes, I am getting an early start because the holidays are going to be here before you know it. I have said for years, once the kids go back to school, put up the tree. It's time. Now, I like that. And joy to the world. Aw. Yeah, I like it. We're just percolating right along, aren't we? Now, one of the things I haven't done yet is put the ties on, and I'll show you. But normally what I do is I work on these, just like you and I are doing together, and then I just sit in my chair in front of the TV with the hole punch and the thread or twine or whatever I'm using, and then just do them all. And these little labels are also in that download. Okay, so what I was just saying, I grab a punch, and some twine. I've got it. Throwing a few things on top of it. All right. Last video I used all green. So this time I thought I would use some red. And I just buy this at Dollar Tree. Yep. And use what you have. Use what you have. Embroidery floss works pretty. Yarn looks nice. Yeah, can't go wrong. I'll make a little overhand knot right here. And then through the front and up through here. And there, look at that. Isn't that a pretty little to from thing? And see on the back? Yeah, works good. All right, let's do just a couple more. Well, let's grab this one. And I'm gonna, sorry for the reach, I'm gonna get some scissors that are more accustomed to cutting fabric. There. Yeah, every time I turned to my left, I've seen this, and every time I thought, you need to cut that. These aren't the best scissors, so it's making it kind of frayed. That's okay. Yeah, I like that better. I like that better. A little more finished. Okay, now that this one's done, can you see that maybe the most logical place that you'd be putting a hole in this has been kind of covered up? Don't worry. Put it where you can. Yep. I had never had a person say, well, look where this is on the side. It doesn't matter. Don't get yourself locked into stuff like that. This works fine. And some people, they don't want strings on it at all. They just tape them down to the gifts or whatever. I find this handier so that when you're under the tree, you can grab it and turn it over, flip it over when it's attached by a string. Look. Are you kidding? I love it. Okay. One more. Come on. You can do it with me. I had very, very little scraps from, let's grab this one, from cutting these out from the 12 by 12. I was really happy about that. Okay, what are we doing? Do we know? Do we want to grab a picture? Now, this is going to be like for something totally different. Different shape, different style. Let's grab one of these. 3 Kings. I think I don't want to lose their star. So I'm just going to cut around, but I'm definitely saving the star. Did I go off the screen? I'm sorry if I did. These are weird. I need to clean them. All right. Yes. I like the look of that. Okay. Now, maybe with this one, I think I have some that say, I don't know, Joy to the World or something. That's the song that comes to my head when I see that. Okay, that's Christmassy. Now, go away. Something about this I'm just not loving. I'm going to grab a green one and see if I love it better. Is this one? A little piece of paper. Oh, now, yeah. Yep, that's what it needed. Sure did. All right. Glue. Well, I hope this is giving you some inspiration for your holiday makes. And I hope more of you take advantage of the free printable if it's something that you like to use. Hello, you 3 Kings. All right, Joy to the World. Guess I didn't do much of bling on this one, huh? That's okay. That's okay. Oof. All right. I can hardly see what I'm doing. There. Had my hands in a twist. Okay. Okay. I wish I had some gold, but I don't. I think I've got this. Now this, yeah, I'm not sure. Let me see. I had to take the whole tip off, and it's still, oh yeah, it's coming out. Okay. How about if we just put some dots of this along the bottom? I know you can't see what I'm doing, but trust me. I'm just putting some glitter dots across the bottom on the, making noises. Not uncommon to get embarrassing noises from your little squeeze bottles. It's okay. Oh yeah, good, more. One more, come on. You can do it, you can do it. Yeah, that's good. That's a little bling. Now, can I put the tie on here and not ruin it? Is that a possibility? I think it is a possibility. I didn't get strings on all of them that we've looked at, but I think you can get the picture, right? I like that they're mixed media. I really do. I like that they're homemade by us. Yep. Now, let's see here. I'm confusing myself. Just put the knot through, Julie. There we go. There we go. That's good. Okay. Well, now, before you rush off, let's just see what this one's doing. Can we finish decorating this one? Yes, I think we can. If it pops off, well, it pops off. We are not gonna get too upset. This cuts fabric better than paper. Figure that one out. Okay. And they're not particularly fabric scissors. Those I have locked away with my fabric. Okay, I like that. What are we going to put on top? I've got all these animals wrapping presents. And there's a cute little house behind. Oh yeah, we're not doing that. Here. In the snow, which I think the silver kind of makes it feel snowy. All right. Oh. Okay. Love the bling. Love the animals. Needs inking. Why do some things need inking and some don't? I don't know. It's just something that I can see. It just needs that oomph. I'm not necessarily trying to distress it. I'm trying to emphasize it. Why? I don't know. Again, it's just something that you look at and you say, yeah, that needs a little more something. Okay. Love it. Let's get those glued down. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac because of that silvery ribbon. As I say, I realize these are not, going to be around forever. Far from it. But I would just prefer they not fall apart. Plus, you never know. My next journal customer might be getting one of these and say, oh yeah, she's the one that had those tags that all fell apart. Yeah, no, I would rather not have that. I'm having a hard time picking it up. There we go. And then I just hold it for just a second. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead. 50% of you have not subscribed that watch my channel, and I'm so grateful. But if there's one way you can really help my channel, subscribing helps a lot. It helps YouTube say, oh, maybe I'll show this to some other folks. All right, now, what about this? This one just says love, and it's got a little Christmas design under it. Let's do that. I love the silver. I'm going to use that again, even if it takes a minute to clamp it down. Okay. Good, good, good. Now look, I still have plenty, but my friend is coming tomorrow, and she and I will be working on our different crafts. She's working on some journals that she's making for her daughter and daughter-in-laws. So she's making 4 journals for Christmas. I don't think any of those people watch, so I'm not worried about saying it out loud. Don't worry, Robin will poke me in the eye if I shouldn't have said. Yeah. Let's get this on here so we get the finished look. Let me know in the comments if you use any of these ideas or cutouts, fussy cuts. Oh. Okay. Let's just, should we do a quick wrap up? I know my table isn't exactly presentable, but presentable enough. There. Here. Here. And here. Here. And the wise men. These got messed around. Well, that's okay. I'm going to mess around the rest. And just give it a little glittery touch. I like that better. Oh yeah, good. Ha. What do you think of that? I love it. Okay, well, I think I've showed you all. Oh, this one did the same thing. They're fine. If you found this helpful, I hope that you will subscribe and hit the like button. Somewhere there's going to be some kind of different videos that you might want to click on. And I will see you in my next video. Bye now.